welcome to our first session on cybersecurity. Here we are going to learn cybersecurity basics, the very basic fundamentals of cybersecurity. And the first lesson we are going to do here is to learn how to fortify your accounts using passwords, and also look at the things you will use to detect scam. So I welcome you to our session on fortifying your digital life. Today we'll focus on the very first line of defense in cybersecurity, that is building passwords that hackers can't crack, and also sharpening your instincts to spot scams before they trap you. This isn't theory, it's hands-on practical. Is skill-based and designed to give you the confidence to protect yourself online. These days everything is going online, so it's quite important that you learn the basic things you need to do to be able to protect yourself while doing online transactions especially. Now, by the end of this session, you not only understand the risks but also practice the exact steps that keep your account safe. I welcome you to Apply Digital Skills. This is week 8 and we are tackling one of the most important topics in the entire course, cybersecurity. This isn't about complex code or being a tech genius. This is about digital self-defense. A set of simple, powerful habits that keep you, your money, and your data safe online. Let's get empowered. To show you why this matters, let me share a quick story. In 2021, millions of Facebook accounts were leaked online because people reused weak passwords across multiple sites. So hackers didn't need fancy tools. They simply guessed or reused stolen passwords. Imagine waking up to find your social media, email, or even bank account taken over by someone else. That's how real the risk is. So let me ask you, how many of you have ever used the same password for more than one account? Be honest. Use the chat window or the comment section to tell me. Most people do. Today we'll break that habit and learn how to spot scams before they trick us. Okay, so have you ever reused the same password for multiple websites? Most of us have done that. Me, I have done that several times. And it's like using the same key for your house, your car, and your office. Exactly what it means. If a thief gets one key, they suddenly have access to everything. That's what it means. That's the danger we are tackling today. In this session, we are going to turn you into a digital fortress. You'll discover the modern secret to creating passwords that are practically impossible for hackers to guess. And the best part is you won't even have to memorize them. You learn how to use a free password manager to keep all your keys safe in one secure vault. And finally, you'll sharpen your instincts with a built-in scam detector so you can spot phishing emails and text messages before they trick you. These are the foundations of your online safety, and today you'll practice them live. This way. For years, we have been told to create complex passwords with symbols and numbers, like this particular password that I used here. Here you see password 123, replacing A with @ and replacing O with 0, and here we have 123. Okay, the problem is hackers know this trick. Their computers are programmed to test every common substitution, like @ for A, 1 for I, what is it called, this $sign for S. What looks clever to us is predictable to them, and because it's short, it can be cracked in seconds. I'll show you this in a minute. Here's the truth: a password's real strength doesn't come from symbols, it comes from length and randomness. That's why cybersecurity experts now recommend that we use passphrase method. So instead of one short word with substitutions, choose 3 or 4 random unrelated words and string them together. For example, if you use something like Omwa here 2025, it's short and predictable. Now, though it looks strong, but it's short and predictable. Now compare that to this one here that I put up. Correct horse battery staple. It's quite long, random, and will take centuries for a computer to guess. And the best part, humans find it surprisingly easy to remember. Yeah. So the new rule is simple: stop thinking in passwords, start thinking in passphrases. Longer, random, human friendly, but hacker proof. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to checkmate your password to know if it is strong enough and if it is easy for hackers to crack. I'm going to be telling you a bit. So here I'm going to use how secure is my password.net. How secure is my password.net. Now this, when you type that, you are going to see the window that shows up, but this is being managed by security.org. So I think either you click on security.org here, or you start off with security.org/how secure is my password. Okay, so but the other line is easier and quite easier to remember. How secure is my password.net. Okay, so here we are going to put in 2 passwords, or even more than that. Let's check. Remember earlier that I created a password like let's say this password. I created this password instead of A I used SSW0RD123. Okay, so that S we use #S. Okay, so now I'm going to input this password, and we have something like long horse maybe Ranger 2. Now this particular one, which is a passphrase, you can actually use maybe the name of your son. Let's say Samuel, maybe the name of the school, Edu. Then maybe you can also put school, home. Just a passphrase, something that you can remember. Now we are going to try these two passwords and check their password strength and how easy it's going to be for a hacker to crack. Now also test something like glory or glorious one as password. Okay, so I'm starting with the first one, which is the passphrase something here. So here we are going to take P at SSW0 arrow D123. Okay, so now this password is going to take the computer 4 years to crack. It's going to take the computer 4 years to crack. Now let's take the second one, which is Samuel Edu School Home. So here we have Samuel Edu School and Home. Now take a look at this. Now this is going to take computer about 300 trillion years to crack this password. Now this is the strength of passphrase. Now let's take a look at this glorious one. Glorious one. So we have glorious one. Now this is going to take 3 days to crack. Now you see how the password strength progress. The higher the number, the more difficult for hackers to be able to crack your password. So it doesn't matter the combination of the symbols, but how long is it? Okay, so this is the beginning part of how you can create a strong password that you can easily remember. You use passphrase. Use the name that maybe are common to you, but they are not related, that you can put together to create a longer password. So think in passphrases, don't think in passwords. Okay, using a long passphrase is great, but the golden rule is to never reuse passwords. Yeah, this means you should not use the same password across different websites. That is the rule in cybersecurity. The challenge of adhering to this is obvious. How can you possibly remember a different random passphrases for over 50 different websites? Is it possible? The truth is that this is quite difficult, but the solution is to use a password manager. Yeah, the password manager will remember it for you. A password manager is your digital keychain, a secure encrypted vault that stores all your passwords. You can generate strong, unique passphrases for every site and then autofill them when you log in. That means you only need to remember one master password, the key to the vault, which is the password of the password manager. So, some of the most popular password managers today include Bitwarden, which is free and open source, Dashlane, a feature-rich app with dark web monitoring, and Keeper, which is known for its strong security focus. These managers sync across browsers and devices, so whether you are on Chrome, Edge, or Firefox, they can autofill login forms and keep your accounts secure everywhere you go. It's worth noting that modern browsers like Edge, Chrome, Firefox, Opera, etc. also come with their own built-in password managers, so you might not really need to use any of those Bitwarden, Keeper, etc. password managers. You can use the one from the browsers. These store your login details securely and can sync across devices when you sign in with your browser account. For example, if you save a password in Chrome on your laptop, it can be automatically available on your phone's Chrome app. Similarly with Edge and Firefox, they offer syncing through your Microsoft or Firefox accounts. This means you can make do with these built-in managers if you prefer simplicity, especially if you mostly stick to one browser and maybe you don't really have money to afford the other password managers, though Bitwarden is actually free, but it also have paid options. However, dedicated password managers like Bitwarden, Dashlane, or Keeper go further. They work across all browsers and apps, not just one, and they offer advanced features like generating strong passphrases, monitoring for breaches, and storing secure notes. In terms of safety, password managers encrypt your vault with strong algorithms, so even if hackers intercept the data, they cannot read your passwords without your master key. Very important. No system is 100% immune, but using a password manager, whether built in the browser or dedicated one like Keeper, is far safer than reusing weak passwords or writing them down each time. Now think of it this way: without a manager, your keys are scattered, but with a password manager, they are locked in one vault, which only you can open with the master key. Though I will advise you to use the browser's manager password managers, but in case you want to use any of these password managers like Bitwarden, now that one is free, so you might like to use it. So in case you want to use it, what you need to do is to type Bitwarden, search for Bitwarden, then it comes up, then you simply click on get started free. Now, one implication of using these password managers is that if you want to use it across borders, that is across different browsers, then you have to be installing the select personal here, and then when you select personal, you are going to see free accounts. So click on create free accounts, then you enter your email address. Okay, now I'm not going to go ahead with continue all these protocols. Now you choose where your server location is going to be, preferably bitwarden.com. then you click on sign up. Now when you are done, they will send you an email for confirmation and all the rest of them. Then you will now need to bitwarden.com here. You will now need to add, okay, maybe I will need to complete this so that you'll understand how to use it. No, but I already have this. Okay, let me use chidipom at gmail, chidi.pom at gmail.com. Okay, so sign up. Let's open the Gmail account of chidipom so that you can see. Okay, so please check your email. So we check our mail. Okay, so what I was saying is that for you to use this password manager across different browsers, you need to install the extensions in all the browsers. So I'm still expecting the mail. Okay, they're still asking me some questions. How did you hear about us? Okay, you can choose anything or whatever you want to say. This one is too much. I don't need this. TV ads. Just choose that. I just chose that. I beg. I don't have any. So thank you so much. Okay, so waiting for the confirmation. Meanwhile, it says we can log in, so we click on log in, but I think you need to get the, I don't know if, okay, so chidi.pom at gmail.com. Continue. Now we don't have the password because it is in the process of, okay, so it has come. So we verify the email. So in the process of email verification, we'll now fill in our password, which is going to be the password of the vault. That is the strong password we are using. So here now already our email has been taken, so we need to fill a password here. Now here you notice that it says that your password can be at least 12 characters. So you are going to use at least 12 characters. So if I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I said the password is weak. So you can use anything, but make sure that it's a strong password to lock up these vaults. Okay, so let's assume that you've done that. When you are done that, you now click on create account and the account will be created. When the account, I think I need to, let's use password manager to generate a password. So here I'm going to use Firefox password manager. So I will click on use secure generated password. So this now is from the manager. So here is going, I'm going to use Firefox manager. Firefox manager as my hint. So I will now click on create account. Now the account has been created, but all I need to do now is to get the extension too. So because I can't use it without the extension, so I will now click on the extension. Now the Firefox add-ons, then I will click on add to Firefox. So these are the protocols. That's why I said I prefer to use the browser's one, since the browser has already installed it at once, so there's no point. Then I will not pin the extension on my toolbar. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so this, the extension pinned to the toolbar, so this is it. So here now I will now come back here and log in my Bitwarden using chidepom.bom@gmail.com, then continue. Now for my password now, which is my master password, I have to get the password from my password manager, which I'm using Firefox for. So here I'm going to get the password. This is it. So I will copy the password, then where is that? Okay, so chidi.pom@gmail.com. Go ahead, password. So that's the password. So login. Now this is just for you to just understand that you can actually use it. So now you can now use this to manage. Now you can import existing password. I can just click import existing password, so it will import passwords that have been here and they will enter into the vault folder. So let them just enter into the vault, and Bitwarden just leave it like that. Just click import, and that's it. So whenever you want to do something, you want to log in, it will automatically help you to refill those passwords in that particular website which you have created it. Now it's as simple as that. But the problem is that since I have this here, if I want to log in maybe Chrome now, the problem is that I cannot be able, because I don't have Bitwarden here. So I will still need to install Bitwarden extension in Chrome. So that means I will still have to go to Chrome extensions, go to web store, search for Bitwarden, then and install it, add it to Chrome, then also log into Chrome, so it will start working too. The same thing with Edge, so that I will now have the password manager all across all my browsers. Then whenever I want to fill anything in any of the browsers, it will help me to populate the passwords and the username and passwords. Now that's how it works. But if I'm using, okay, the next, that is how this particular one really works. Now I actually prefer using the the browser's password manager, because it's quite simple and you are all just relating to that browser PC. So I'm going to stop for this here. Let's look at using password manager in the browser itself. Now, why I have preference for using browser password manager is just my own preference, is because they are just there with your browser. You don't need to start installing extensions in all the browsers because of the password manager. All I need to do is to just create accounts in that particular browser. So all the browsers allow you to create accounts in the browser. I'm not talking about Gmail or Hotmail, but if you have Gmail accounts, automatically you use it for Chrome. If you have Hotmail or Outlook account, you automatically use it for Edge also. So this helps you to manage your passwords in Edge or in Chrome or in Mozilla Firefox or even in Opera. Now the good thing about it is that you can also import password all across too. Now this password, you can use them if you are using Chrome in your mobile phone and you are using it in your desktop and laptops, because you have accounts in the Chrome. The password is all across your devices, so it's there now and it's easy to manage also. Now this is it. This is Chrome here. Now to get at this password, you simply go to this ellipsis here and you see password, and you opens up and you notice here I have passwords and autofill, and you see here I have Microsoft Password Manager. Now it is turned on and I am using it. Now you notice that there are different websites with the passwords in it. So if I want to get a password I have for this Actobi Petroleum trade, I will click on it. Then it will require me to enter my PIN or password before it will open for me. Now this is the security part of it. So someone that does not have my PIN or the password will not be able to enter the vault. So it is in the process of entering this PIN that I will now be able, that you will now have access to this password manager here, and you can now click here to open it and see what the password is in case you have forgotten it. Now this is how to manage it. Then you can actually edit the password here. You can delete the password if you don't want the password again, you don't want it in this particular password manager. Now you can also do this same thing in the other, in Bitwarden. Now peradventure you want to create one, so you can actually click on add. Then when the ad comes up, you enter the website address, enter the username, enter the password, and maybe if you want a category, you can now click on the category, business category, email category, or whatever. Then if there is a note you want to add, you click on the note and then you click add. Then you have added password. Now but most times you don't need to be doing this added password in the password manager itself. Now for Chrome, it's still the same thing. As far as you know this, you also know this. Chrome here will have, you also click on the ellipsis here and you come down, you see password autofill. Then you now select Google Password Manager. So Google Password Manager shows up. Now these are all the passwords that are here. You can also click on add to add a password here. You can just choose whether the password is going to cut across your Google account or is going to be only for this device. Now you have to choose, but by default is cut across all the accounts. That means I can use it in my mobile phone, can use it in my tablet, but if I want it in only on this my device now, then I will just set it here. Okay, so you now also put in the website address, the username, the password, and if there is a note you need to put, you put in the note and you click save. Now you save the password. You can as well delete passwords. You can still click the same thing that happens here. You also need to put the PIN or your password, and it opens up for you to now click on this to check what password is this, and you can edit it you can also delete it. Okay, you can also share here, but that's not advisable. So that is it. Now, but the good part is the same thing is applicable to Firefox. If you are using Firefox, it's still the same password manager. I think I've opened it before. You get to go here, then you see passwords, then it's going to show you the entire passwords down here. There are not many passwords here because I've not been using this to create accounts, and that's it here. Now the question is, how do you really use this to create accounts? You might wonder, would you need to go to the password manager to enter the URL or website address and the username and password? No. Now let us take, for example, let's use Chrome, because Chrome is mostly used, especially for whether you are using the mobile device or tablet. So let's use Chrome. Let's take, for example, you don't need to come here, go to password and the rest of them and begin to fill. All you need to do is to create account in a particular website. Let's take, for example, I want to create account with Konga. Maybe I want to buy something in this Konga Yakata. So I now decided, if I don't have account with them earlier, then you go to say sign up. Then when you are now signing up, you are going to enter your first name here. Let's see, KC, last name Mark D, your email address, let's say kcmarkd@gmail.com, something like that. You enter your phone number. I'm not really interested in that. Then enter your, okay, let's just do something. Enter 090554433222122. Okay, then date of birth, let's say 01/01/1990. Okay, then gender, let's say female. Then here is where we come now. Now when you come here, Chrome is going to, because it has this Google password manager is here, it's already giving me a strong password that I can choose if I want. If I want to create my own passphrase, I will delete this password here. But if I want to use the strong password, what I will do is I will click use strong password. If I decide to use my own, I will click choose your own. Now, because I want to use the password manager, what I would do is to use strong password. Now the password has entered. This is it. Okay, so I will now click on create account. Now this is Konga. That's my account for Konga. So I've created the account for Konga, so that is it, already in the password saved. So I can manage the password by clicking here. I'll forget about what's coming next. Now if I want, I will just type Konga and it shows up. So when it shows up, I will enter my PIN, that you know your PIN. Now this is kcmacd@gmail.com. Now this is the password. So if I want to know, maybe I've forgotten it, I can actually copy it by clicking this. It will copy, or I will click this to see the password. So this is the password here. I can decide to add note. I can decide to delete the password if I like. Now I've deleted the password. Now please undo. Now that is it. So this is quite how you create password using the password manager in your browser. I feel it's quite simple and easier to use, whether you are using Chrome, Firefox, or you are using Opera, or you are using Edge. It's quite easy to use. You don't need to come and install anything. You don't need to come and install any extension. Just use it, and it works across devices. So because I have this my I'm using Gmail, and I have my Chrome sign in. So if I log into my device, my mobile device, it also works seamlessly. So I don't need any issue with it. So you see how that makes it quite easy. So that is it. Okay, now apart from your strong passwords, you might have strong password and you can also be scammed because you were unable to recognize a phishing mail that was sent to you, and you now created a loophole for scammers to scam you. So that's why it's important to be able to understand how these scammers come, and you'll be able to recognize phishing emails that is pretending to be a person that you know, and they want to steal your information in order to break through or take over your account. Now, what is phishing? Phishing is one of the most common tricks scammers use. They pretend to be someone you trust, and you know it can be your bank, your email provider, or your financial institution, or even a friend. But their main aim is to steal your information because they want to steal from you. Now, the good news is, once you know to the signs, phishing emails and texts become much easier to spot. That's once you know it, you know how it appears, then for you to be able to understand and know them is quite very easy. Now, here is your phishing detection checklist. Number one, you first of all check the urgency. Now, how urgent is the message? I'm going to show you sample. Urgency is quite important because it's one of their tricks. Urgency. How urgent is the message? Now, the question is, does the message try to make you panic with lines like your account will be suspended? Now, scammers want you to act before you even think. Now, the second thing is how generic the salutation is. Generic greetings, that's what they usually use. Now, real companies usually address you by your name. If it says dear customer or using something else very generic, then that's a red flag for you. So they say dear customer instead of using your name, because you know when your bank sends you a message, it will usually say dear Uchechukwu. So it gives you the exact name that you have. So always know that. Now, the third one is using suspicious links. Now, when you hover your mouse over a link that is in there, does the destination URL look strange to you or slightly misspelled? Like, for example, they might use something like maybe they're sending you a message saying that they are GTB. Now, instead of using info@gtb.com, they will say info@gtb.co. Now, you, because of the urgency and how the information comes, you wouldn't think, you will now go click and begin to fill. So you wouldn't even notice that the URL is wrong. Now, that's exactly how they usually do this. When they put that urgency in you, you begin to act. If it doesn't match the company's real website address, don't click on it. That's the rule. Now, the fourth watch you are going to look at is bad grammar or spelling mistakes. Professional companies proofread their messages, but scammers may not often proofread their messages. Now, I'm not telling you that everything is going to be like this in one single email, but the thing is that you look at these red flags where you can spot them in your email and the messages that is being sent to you, so that you'll be able to notice that this is scam. So when they use bad grammar or spelling mistakes, then you can be able to detect that. Then finally, you will inspect the sender's email address. It might look close to the real one, but be slightly off in the track. Something like info@gt.co instead of info@gtb.com, as I've said before. That tiny difference, very tiny difference, can mean a very big scam for you. So when you put all these checks together, you develop a scam detector that works almost automatically. Instead of being tricked, you spot the files before it is too late. Now I'm going to show you a typical email that was sent to me that just looks exactly like a scam. That is a scam. Okay, now let's take a look at this email that was sent to me. They keep on sending this kind of email, this in my official email address or website email address. Now look at this. Look at how urgent it is. Now this one said action required on this your email address. Your email storage has exceeded the allocated limit. But that's not true, because when I check, the thing is still, now look at it, say 92%. Now if I just, now you say quick storage cleanup required, it says click this link. Now if you look at this link, you can right click on it, copy the link address, now paste it somewhere. Now look at the link. Now if I look at this link, it does not even look close to the link of my mail. It's just having this at the end. All these things is not there. So you see how they trick us. Now they have enclosed this particular link in this button so that you just click on it and boom, they have caught you. Now this is another similar one also. There are different ones. I've deleted some of them. So here, this one, it says action required, updates. So here it says you have an important mailbox update. Please click below to complete the mailbox updates now. It says you have 24 hours to complete the update to avoid bouncing back of incoming emails to your mailbox. Now if I don't know, I will say, wow, I will just panic and I will click on this whim and they will get my information, and that's how they will now enter into my website and begin to hack things. Now if you also right click here, you also discover that the link here is quite strange too. Look at how strange the link is. And that is it. So when you look at the emails that you receive or messages that you receive, you look at how urgent and look at specific things like the links and all those things that has been talked about. You'll be able to detect that this is a phishing. I know I received one in my Yahoo mail. That's this one. Okay, this is something that it says here. This is the old technique they used to use. They say McKinsey's cut that you have won millions of naira, that you have been selected. All those kinds of stories that might trick you to go and dash them your information just like that, and they will hack your accounts. Now that is where we are going to stop for today. We continue again on Friday. So you are now equipped with the two most critical skills for protecting your accounts. You have a strategy for strong, unique passwords and a checklist for identifying fraudulent messages. My question is, what questions do you have? You can drop them in the chat window or you can drop them in the comment section. Now, this is an excellent session. In our next session on Friday, we are going to look at protecting your digital footprint. We move from defending against direct attacks to being proactive and managing our privacy and ensuring that our online activities and transactions such as shopping, banking, and all the rest of them are secure. Now I want you to keep a date on Friday at 7 p.m. also, when we will cover all those things. Your questions, I'm waiting for them. Thank you for today. See you on Friday.